You may be focused on what I allow to happen, but also look at everything else that I'm gonna do after. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Janetakorikin. If you're new here, if you're not new here, thank you so much for coming back. Today's video is going to be a life update. I've never done a video like this on my channel before, but I feel like it's warranted because I really have been MIA and I have good reason for it. So I wanted to do a life update, let y'all know what's been going on with me before I just start posting my regular scheduled content. So if you're interested in the video, then keep on watching. If you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe down below. First things first, hey y'all, I hope y'all are doing well. And I apologize for being MIA, but I have good reason. I have good reason, okay? Don't crucify me, I have good reason. The last time I posted on my channel was February 26th. That's about almost 4 months ago. And honestly, coming into 2023, my mindset was consistency. I was going to get on my Zoom every day when it came to posting consistent content on YouTube, because I feel like ever since I started my channel, I've had bouts of consistency. I will post consistently for like 3 months and then go MIA. Post consistently for a couple months and then go MIA. So this year I really wanted to hold myself accountable to make sure that I was getting on my Zoom every day, okay? In order for me to do that, to work best with my schedule, I was already ahead of the game. So back in December, when I had 2 weeks off of work, I was batch filming. I had a strategy. I was knocking videos out left and right to where coming into the new year, I had videos that I can post all the way up until April. In my mind, I was already ahead of the curve, but also I did not know what 2023 had in store for me. I didn't know I was gonna get my ass beat the way I got my ass beat in 2023. So I was like thinking that by me doing what I was doing was me getting ahead of the game, when in all actuality, it was like, that's cute, babes, but life is about to do something else. I was able to post consistently in January, like February, I was doing well, and then February is honestly where everything just went to shits. Back in February 8th, I believe is the date, I ended up getting injured in the most craziest way. I was at my little brother's basketball game. It was his last basketball game of the season. I'm at the game, chilling, minding my business, okay? Minding my business, chilling at the game. The game ends up being one of the best games I've ever seen my little brother play. I've ever seen his team play. Like, it was just a great game. The game ended in like buzzer beater fashion, and my brother's school ended up winning the game. All the kids stormed the court, jumping up, like excited, yelling, da da da, like they're just jumping for joy, right? I see all the kids doing what they're doing. I'm like, let me get to my brother so I can tell him like good game. I'm walking on the court and all of a sudden I feel this pressure on the back of my foot. It just happened so fast. And the best way that I can explain it is as if you're at the grocery store and someone runs over the back of your heel with the grocery cart. Like, that's how it felt, but like 10 times worse. So I feel this pressure on the back of my foot and I turn around and there's so much going on because there's kids jumping around, kids moving, da da da. So it felt like someone like stepped on the back of my foot. I feel this pressure and I'm like, dang, like, okay. But mind you, I still have adrenaline going in my body because I'm excited that they won. It was a good game. So I have this adrenaline pumping to where I don't feel it as bad, but I do feel the pressure. So I continue to try to walk to my brother, and as I'm trying to walk, I'm like, something don't feel right. Like this hurts. Like, I can't walk. And in my mind, I'm thinking like, okay, maybe I just like tweaked my ankle or like whatever. Nah, babes. As I'm walking to my brother, I'm realizing, okay, I can't walk. Like, this hurts to walk. So I'm just standing there, and I'm just standing there trying to be cute. Like, okay, all right, let me just stand here while they do all of, all right, let me just stand. All right, I'll just wait. Hey, good game. Yeah, good game. Just trying to not cause a scene and make a big deal. What really set me up for failure was the shoes that I had on, because I had on these mules, and I'll see if I can like find a picture to insert here so I can show you guys like the similar shoe that I had on. But I had on these mules that were pointed, and basically they were like a sandal, so I didn't have any support on the back of my foot. I had this shoe on, but mind you, I'm just going to the game to go sit down. Like I wasn't going to a workout class. Fast forward, I end up being able to drive home. I get home and I take an ibuprofen, because in my mind still, I still think, girl, you rolled your ankle. Like you just tweaked it a little bit. Like you just need ibuprofen, probably need to wrap it up, elevate it, ice it, and you'll be good. But that wasn't the case. That wasn't the case at all. So I get home, I take ibuprofen, and I wait for the ibuprofen to really kick in. I'm taking a 800 milligram ibuprofen, the big papa ibuprofen. So this is supposed to ease all pain that I have. So an hour goes by, I still feel pain. Like it literally did nothing. So me, being the person that I am, knowing myself and being self-aware, I don't play about pain, especially when it comes to me having to go to sleep, because at this point it's probably like 9-10 o'clock. So I'm like, I'm not going to sleep feeling like this. There's no way that I can sleep. Some people, hey, you got it, babes. If you could be in throbbing pain and sleep peacefully, hey, you got it. But for me, I am not the type of person that can sleep when I'm in pain. I would have been up all night. Regardless, I was gonna go to the urgent care in the morning, but I was like, nah, because this ibuprofen isn't working, I need to go today to at least see, begin the process of seeing what's going on. Because if I just rolled or tweaked my ankle, this ibuprofen should help a little bit. Thankfully, I have a urgent care right by my apartment. So I go to the urgent care. It's probably like 11 o'clock at night. They're open until 12, I believe. So I pull up, and the nurse practitioner, she looks at my foot and she's like, okay, we're going to wrap you up, give you some crutches, but I'm gonna have to order you an MRI because I can't determine what your injury is, because you need an MRI to see. I'm like, okay girl, MRI sounds really, really serious. I watch Grey's Anatomy, and when the girlies and the guys be getting MRIs, they gotta go under the machine, and it just gives super, super serious. So I go home, they wrap me up, give me some ice packs, give me crutches, which actually helped a lot because of the compression. And the next day I get up, schedule an appointment to go get an MRI. Able to get an MRI that afternoon, go do the MRI, and then I get my results, because this happened on a Wednesday, go get my MRI on a Thursday, and then I end up getting my results on that Friday, like end of day. So I get a call, and she's like, hey, I'm calling from the MRI clinic, and just letting you know your results. So turns out you have a complete rupture of your Achilles tendon. I said a complete what? A complete what? A complete rupture, babes? Nah. Nah, boo, wrong file. Hold on, are you sure that says janetakorikin? Like that's my file, girl. So she's like, yeah, you have a complete rupture of your Achilles tendon. So next steps is to contact an orthopedic surgeon so that they can determine the course of treatment, blase, blase, blase. And at one point, it was like she was speaking French. Because you mean to tell me I go to a basketball game, chilling, minding my business, walking, and I end up rupturing my Achilles tendon? Babes, no way. Absolutely no way. To make a long story short, I did end up rupturing my Achilles tendon, and I had to get surgery. I got surgery the 3rd of March, and they had to do a complete repair of my Achilles. I've never had surgery before. I've never even hurt myself to a point to have surgery. The most that I've hurt myself is I had a fractured wrist in high school, and I just wore a brace for a couple of months over the summer. Good as new. Wrists, they work the same, right? Never had a intensive injury, and I played sports basically my whole life. Basketball, volleyball, softball, track. Like did it all, always been active. So for me to injure myself to this capacity, doing literally the bare minimum, it's like, come on. Like it literally, it's a joke. I feel like I'm joking when I say it, but it actually happened in real life, doing that thing. Everyone that I've come across, my family, my friends, my surgeon, the surgical team, my physical therapist, they're all like, girl, how did you, like, I'm confused. I have no idea how this could have happened to you. I get surgery and I have to be in a splint for 2 weeks, keeping my foot elevated. The first 2 weeks, honestly, I was drugged up and I slept and ate. I couldn't do anything. I had to literally keep my foot elevated in that one position for the 2 weeks that I was in the splint, outside of like showering or, you know, using the restroom. So I was on pain meds and they put a nerve block in my foot. So basically what that did was, for the first like 24 hours or so, it blocked the pain in my leg. But once those 24 hours was over, yeah, the pain meds came in handy. And then after 2 weeks, I had to go get my stitches taken out, and then I got put in a cast. I ended up being in a cast for about 4 weeks, and then I got my cast taken off in April, like mid-April. And then for my cast, I had to be put in a walking boot, and I've been in a walking boot for the last 8 weeks. I've been in a walking boot for going into my 8th week. I'm actually filming this video at this moment. I'm still in a walking boot and I'm supposed to get it taken off next week. That's basically like a huge reason why I've been gone. Like really, honestly, the main reason why I've been gone. And where I am now in my recovery process is, like I mentioned, I am in the walking boot. My incision has healed beautifully. My tendon has healed very, very well. And I'm doing physical therapy now. So I'm in a walking boot, but around the house, I can walk on my own. It's still not as strong, but I'm able to like put full weight. I'm able to walk on my own. I'm able to get into a shoe. I'm able to walk in a shoe. So I have recovered very, very well. And it hasn't been the easiest journey and the easiest thing that I had to go through, but honestly, it's probably one of the best things that I could have ever went through in my life. I'm so grateful to have went through this situation, but that was a key reason as to why I wasn't able to like show up really for anything. Everything was secondary to what I had going on, and I felt like I had to take care of me. I had to make sure that I was okay. I was okay mentally, I was okay physically, because not being able to walk on your own for like 3-4 months can mess with you mentally. Not being able to do things for yourself like you're used to. I'm a very like, I'm gonna get it done, I'm gonna do this, I'm here, I'm there, I'm da-da-da-da. I don't really ask a lot of people for help. So having to ask for help, having to be like vulnerable, having to just be in a place where you have to take care of yourself and also heal your body, it can be mentally tough, and going through the changes of recovery and all of that. So I just didn't feel like I could have done both. Like, I don't play about what I create because it comes from a genuine, intentional place, and I'm very thankful that I'm able to just create without any like restrictions. And I don't have to feel like, if I don't make this video or if I don't post this, how am I gonna eat? How am I gonna, nah, babes, like, I'm okay by the grace of God, and I'm able to just show up when I feel my best. In terms of my injury, that's the synopsis of it. Doing better, looking at about like 3 more months of physical therapy before I'm like clear to be just like, okay, at this moment I can walk, but I can't jump, run, wear heels, none of that till like October. So I don't even know how much of a bad bitch I could really be. It's summertime, so I'm really in my like casual girl era. I'm low-key finna become a sneakerhead. Gonna have to find ways to keep it cute without wearing heels and doing all of that. But like I previously mentioned about this injury being one of the best things that I could have went through in my life. I really do mean it. It might sound crazy to think like, how could something considered being bad be something that is one of the best things that happened to you? And honestly, it's about how my mindset is about things that happen to my life. I truly believe in everything happens to you for a reason, especially something so significant as me going through this injury. Like, that wasn't an accident. I was supposed to go through it. And the reason why is because prior to my injury, to be completely honest, like, I was not walking in who I am. I was not living my full purpose, and I wasn't being me, like, authentically. I wasn't even listening to my intuition. I was second guessing myself. Like, I had gotten to a place of not even really like knowing who I am for real, and feeling like a stranger inside my own body. And I wasn't really happy. I wasn't fulfilled. And I felt like my life was just on repeat. Like, it was just an old tape that was just playing and playing and playing. And I just kind of feel like I was doing the same thing every day, just different, you know, things might change here and there, but it was just the same tape that kept rolling. And I remember, you know, before I got injured, I was really like talking to God. When I'm on my way home from work or going to work, like, I talk to God. So I'm talking to God, and I'm just kind of expressing to him just where I feel like I'm at, and literally crying out in terms of me being unhappy, me not feeling like I'm being all that I know that I can be. And also, I know I still have that feeling of desire to become this person. I still have feelings to do all of these things, but I feel so clouded and foggy, and I don't feel like I have the tools to get there. Like, I feel like I'm just stuck here, and I don't know how to get to that next place. But I see it. I see all of these things that I want to do and want to be and experience, but I feel like I just can't get there. So I'm talking to God and like explaining all of it, you know, just like having a conversation. And one thing I would say to anybody who is going through anything or feeling just stuck, lost, confused, going through a situation where you just feel like you don't know how you're gonna get through, if I can say anything to that, is to talk to God. God knows your heart. He knows exactly what you're going through. He knows exactly what you need. Talk to God. And you don't have to feel like I have to pray. I have to just have a conversation. Cry. Tell God exactly how you're feeling. Tell him what's going on. Express your frustration, your anger. Just talk to God and let him hear your cry. Because for me, I knew I didn't have what I needed to pull myself out to become this updated version of myself that I wanted to be. I couldn't do it by myself. I was like, God, you handle it. Like, you give me clarity. You have to handle it, because I can't handle it right now. Giving it to God allowed him to do what he did in order for me to be where I am. And also, what I can attest to that is when you give it to God, you have to give it to God and have peace. Because if you give it to God and you trying to control it and be like, okay, well, God, when is gonna happen, or da 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 da, because to me, it happened for me in the form of I got injured. But in me getting injured, so many things happened in my life over the next course of the months, to where it was like everything that I was telling God about, it was like, okay, girl, I'm gonna let this happen to you, but hear me out. This is gonna happen to you, but it's gonna do this. It's gonna help you with this. It's going to change your mindset about this. You may be focused on what I allowed to happen, but also look at everything else that I'm gonna do after. And that's why I say my injury was one of the greatest things that happened in my life, because I felt like prior to it, when it came to anything, I was like, go, 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 go. I get up in the morning, it's like, get up, get ready for work. I'm doing 20 million gazillion tasks. I come home, I'm trying to edit a video, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do this. Like, I was just a workhorse. I just didn't sit down. I didn't know how to really prioritize self-care for real. I was anxious. I was, girl, tired. I wasn't living the way that I knew that I'm supposed to live. And a life that is sustainable and a life that will bring me joy. Going through the injury, having to sit down, literally not doing anything, that was so foreign to me. Like, wait, I can't do anything? Oh wait, like I can't, like people have to help me? Whew, okay. I don't have to work for this amount of time? Oh, okay. All right, well, all right, cool. This is pretty cool. I like this feeling. At first it was kind of weird to be like, okay girl, no, I got it. But it's like, no, you don't got it. Let people help you. Oh, let me just do, nah girl, sit down. You don't have to respond to that. You don't have to work on that. All you have to do is lay on this couch and watch TV and eat and sleep. That's all you have to do. All you have to do is relax. And I promise you, shout out to the painkillers, but I had the best sleep for like 2 weeks after my surgery. I slept so good, and it was refreshing to be able to just do nothing. And it really helped heal my mindset about how I approach work, how I approach opportunities, how I approach life in general, and moving slower. I literally was moving slow physically because of my injury, but it really showed me how to be present and how to just take my time with life. Because guess what? There's always going to be things that need to get done. There's always going to be someone needs this, someone needs that. There's going to be so many moments for you to give so much of yourself that, how about you make sure that you take care of yourself first, or even leave some for yourself, to where you are not burnt out, anxious, stressed, all of the above, etc. Right? And I felt like going through that situation helped me realize, like, hey Janet, tomorrow's a new day. Okay? We not gonna stress about things if they can get moved on till tomorrow. Stress, I don't even know her anymore. I'm gonna be completely honest. What is stress? Babes, we're not stressing about it. If I can't do nothing about it right now, look, we gonna let it be. Okay? We don't know stress no more. Anxiety, babes. Once I start feeling anxious, then I'm like, Jenny, you're not being present. You're worrying too much. If I start feeling like I gotta do this, I gotta do this, slow it down. I literally have to have those conversations with myself to be like, girl, bring it back. I'm gonna need you to sit down, take a deep breath, okay? And we're gonna do one task at a time. Focus on this task, then move on to the next one. So I really became more conscious about the way that I move, and it has been so fulfilling for me. Just being cool with things being the way that they are and just moving through life. I'm not stressing myself out, honestly. Life is too short to be stressed all the time about things. Let things be what they are, and if you can change it in that moment, you can fix it in that moment, then by all means do so. But if you can't do anything about it at that time, just have peace with it. And that's something that I seriously learned over these last couple of months that I have applied to my life. It's just been amazing, literally amazing. If you already had that trait, God bless you. But I've learned it and I've been applying it to my life, and it's really, really beautiful. So I feel like in addition to, you know, going through the situation, I actually just turned 29 last week on June 5th. Shout out to all my Geminis. It was a great birthday. I really prioritized self-care and just taking care of myself. I still was in my boots, so I couldn't do, you know, all the fun festivities like I wanted to. So we're definitely gonna have to run it back so that I could really enjoy this birthday on a different level. But it was really, really good, and I definitely understand why, especially women, but like I really understand when it comes to age, why people are like, bro, it gets greater later, okay? Like getting older really is lit. And I'm still in it's my last year of my 20s, so I can't really speak to my OGs. But one thing I'm gonna say, I can't wait for 30. I'm literally, in my mind, I had to remind myself, like, Jenny, you're still 29. Because sometimes I'm like, girl, I'm 30. I'm not gonna, girl, I'm 30. I'm not gonna do that. But I literally cannot wait to get into my 30s. Like, my 30s are going to be so lit. I cannot wait. I cannot wait, because turning 29 felt like a real new chapter for me. And like I said, it all is aligned. Going through the situation, healing, turning 29, entering this new year, I feel so much more like myself. I feel so good. I'm happy, I'm at peace, I am excited about the future. I'm walking in my purpose. I'm walking in gratitude and love every day. And I love it here. Like, I really do love it here. But I do know that it's going to get better, which is a beautiful thing. But turning 29 has really allowed me to be in this mindset of living my best life. I am gonna live my best grown woman, single, lit, young, fly life, okay? Period, okay? I wouldn't trade being 29 for 21. I really wouldn't trade it, because it really is a blessing to get older and to get wiser, to get finer, like, to experience life on a different level. So I'm really happy to be here, and I feel like in getting older, it's really changed my mindset on the things that I want out of life, the way I want to live my life, and the impact that I want to have. And I really want to make sure that I'm being intentional about everything that I'm putting out, and just being my most authentic self is really, really important to me in this next chapter in my life, and just moving on into life. So this next chapter is giving very much, like I mentioned, all of those things, but also just continuing to build my relationship with God, my family, my friends, traveling, health and wellness, enjoyment, showing up for myself, holding myself accountable, going after the things that I want to do in this life, and just being the best version of myself that I know that I can be. And all of that is going to be reflective in, like, the content that I'm putting out, you know, as I continue to start healing. I have like 3 videos that I am going to put out that I filmed before I got hurt that I still have, so I'm gonna go ahead and put those out. But yeah, we're back, babes. Like, we really are back. I'm not gonna sit here and make all these promises of, like, oh, I'm gonna do no. I'm not gonna do all of that. But we are back, and the content is here. I have it. I think 1 video is already done in terms of, like, editing. I just have to post it, and I just have 2 more videos to edit, and then it's back to, like, new, fresh content, which I'm really excited to film and just really get into my content bag, because I was getting into it and then I had to get back out. I'm really just excited for this next chapter. So thank you so much to everyone who just showed me love. I'm just thankful for y'all's support, continued support. Even when I wasn't creating content, I still saw y'all's comments and I commented back. The new people who came to my channel during this time, hey girl, hey. I'm just very grateful for y'all's support, and yeah, it's lit. Like, it's up from here, and I'm just excited about all the good things that are going to come in this next chapter. So thank you so much. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Bye.